subconsciously counting down into our son's surgery. Almost a year ago, I got my anatomy scan when I was pregnant, and that's when we found out that our son, um, had two holes in his heart, diagnosing him with a congenital heart disease. I went into labor um, the early morning on the 27th of January, had him, and then after I had him, they had to take him to give him medicine so his heart can continue to function and pump like it was supposed to. Now, I already knew that was going to happen. We already knew that was going to happen because they prepped us for that in the meeting that we had with the cardiologist. They had to do that until they could do a proper echo and decide what surgery would be best for him. So the surgery that they decided to do was the hybrid. Even though he was only 10 days early, he was only 5 pounds when he was born. So the final repair, as they would call it, would have been like a lot on his body. They would have to shut his body down. That's what the procedure calls for. They would have to shut his body down and put him on a bypass machine, do all those things or whatever in order to do the surgery. And that would have been a lot for only a 5-pound baby. So they went with the hybrid, which involved putting a stent in his heart, doing bands that were on the pulmonary artery to help control the oxygen flow. So since then, we have had the mission / the goal of waiting until he got bigger and waiting until he gained more weight in order to get him to be ready for having a second surgery. In July of this year, like just a couple months ago, they finally said that he was ready for the final repair. And, we were just going to be waiting for them to schedule surgery. So that surgery is now a few weeks from now. So now we are in the final stretch. And by the way, he has been on oxygen since we left the hospital. And we have to do weight checks every night. We have to take oxygen every night. And yeah. Earlier this week, I had